You guys remember about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, when Josh Naylor went crazy in the dugout after destroying the White Sox? Well, fast forward to yesterday's game, Terry Francona was kind of playing around. He wore a helmet in the dugout after Naylor hit another home run, and Naylor pretended to throw his helmet. Just, this team is so much fun. I love the 2022 Cleveland Guardians. Fuzzy, you're a sellout. It's the Indians. The Indians!
Shut up!
What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. If this is your first time on the channel, hello. We talk baseball every single day. We have walk-offs galore from yesterday. TA7, Tim Anderson got some payback against the Yankees, and Shohei Ohtani hit a baseball that has not landed yet. I'm pretty sure he hit it to Mars. Now, a quick reminder, if you're going to any baseball games, concerts, anything like that, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself 20 bucks off your entire order. So now that we got all that stupid stuff out the way, let's talk about the recaps. Mookie Betts, out of nowhere, already has 10 dongs on the season, and he's already scored 39 times. That is number one in all of Major League Baseball, at least in terms of runs scored. He's on pace for 150 to 160. It's probably not going to happen, but look at Edwin Rios quietly having a fantastic season as well. That's 4 home runs, I think, over his last 7 games. Well, here's a little rally. Stubbs hits his first home run of the year, and Eflin got stronger and stronger as the game progressed. He ends with 12 strikeouts in 7 innings. LA intentionally walked Schwarber, and Gene Segura took offense to that. That one scores Nick C. It ties it up, but then LA grabs it back in the 10th, where Mookie almost makes an all-time throw, but it was kind of a stupid throw at the same time because Stubbs was safe, and then Roman Quinn gets to second base. Quinn has elite sprinter speed, and I bring that up because it immediately hurt the Dodgers. Max Muncy boots it, and Roman turns on the Jets. He uses that top 1, maybe top 2% sprint speed to score on a walk-off error, and the Phillies come away with the W. So I'm sorry, Dodgers fans, that you had to witness that, but I guess to kind of make up for it, 20 years ago today, Sean Green, he hit 4 home runs in a single game. He had 19 total bases. That is an MLB record, so I kind of wanted to show that right now, this day in MLB history, because I feel bad for Dodgers fans. Even though you've been to a million World Series and you have the best roster in baseball, I still felt bad. We'll talk about the Blue Jays game in just a moment because they had a nightmare first inning, and so did the Baltimore Orioles. Spencer Watkins got smoked by a G-Man Choi line drive. He has to leave. I hope that he's all right. And then Isaac Paredes bops one out for a 3-run home run. I called him a bust when I talked about him getting traded for Austin Meadows, but I said that the Rays are insane at turning underachieving studs into actual studs, so it might be happening all over again with Paredes. We see some life from Baltimore in the third, where Urias and Odor cut the lead to 4-2, and Mountcastle later on rips a home run in the 5th inning, and then an error allows Urias to score in the 7th. There's no way that Baltimore makes this comeback against the mighty Rays, right? Well, Austin Hayes, he's up for the challenge. He delivers for a 2 RBI pinch hit double, or maybe it was a single. He ties it at 6-6. He now has 16 RBIs and a 132 OPS plus. He is breaking out right before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I think you guys kind of understand where I'm going with this game. The Orioles do complete the comeback. Adley Rutschman scores the winning run as Rougned Odor has his second walk-off hit of the week. Another walk-off, we have the Red Sox and the Mariners. Boston hasn't won a game that Nathan Eovaldi has started since April 19th, so well over a month. Looking to hopefully reverse the curse and sweep the Mariners. Christian Arroyo, he absolutely destroys this baseball, and Xander Bogaerts makes it 2-0 in the third. Eovaldi was gross through 5, and then one bad pitch to Adam Frazier kind of ruins it. It's tied at 2-2. No, it ain't. Trevor Story now has 5 home runs and 13 RBIs in this single series alone versus the Mariners. But Eugenio Suarez kind of plays spoiler. He gets into this one, and it's tied right back up in the 9th inning. Seattle actually takes the lead in the 10th, and Dylan Moore saves a run from scoring. He throws it out. But of course, he can't throw this one out because Franchy Cordero hits it over everything. That is a walk-off grand slam, easily his biggest moment as a member of the Boston Red Sox. And I don't know if you guys care, but Boston's won 5 games in a row, so there you go. Staying with the Sox, we're going to talk about the White Sox now. Yasmani Grandal, who started off the beef yesterday, he starts off the scoring in game number 1 of the doubleheader. And Johnny Cueto, I might as well call him Johnny Shutout. I don't know a better nickname, I'm sorry. But he went 6 shutout innings again for the 2nd consecutive start. And he struck out 5 along the way on just under 100 pitches. Aaron Judge, he ties it up. That is 15 home runs. And it's no longer tied after A.J. Pollock yanks one. See what I did there because it was against the Yankees. Adam Engel must have felt the vibes were off for Chapman. He smokes an RBI double, and Chapman actually is having an Achilles problem right now, so maybe it wasn't all his fault. Liam Hendricks has been filthy lately. He strikes out 2 for his 13th save. And this little beef with TA7 might have awoken the beast because the White Sox have been underperforming all year long, and they take both games Look at this one. So we head to game number 2. We go to the 5th inning where Luis Severino has the bases loaded with nobody out. He gets 1 out, then 2 outs, and then he escapes that jam and he lets out a T-Rex roar straight out of Jurassic Park 1. Kopech was looking for payback after he had his worst start of the year against the Yankees, and he took a perfect game into the 6th. Michael Kopech ends up tossing 7 shutout innings with 6 strikeouts. He doesn't get the no-hit or the perfect game, but Severino was pretty good as well, 7 shutout innings of his own, but the White Sox were hungry for some lasagna. Yeah, Johnny Lasagna, he wasn't very good yesterday. Loaizaga gives up a single to Andrew Vaughn. That brings home Jose Abreu, and then Reese McGuire spanks an RBI hit to left field, and Tim Anderson shut up the entire crowd. That's a 3-run Oppo Taco, and the White Sox embarrassed the Yankees after that spat with Josh Donaldson. So let me know in the comment section down below if you're a Yankees fan, you're going to hold this against TA7 and the White Sox for the rest of the year. Do we have a new rivalry, or is it like you're free? If you're a Pirates fan, you might not want to tune into any game against the Cardinals for the rest of forever, and this is why. Nolan Gorman, go off, kid. He has an RBI double. That is his first run driven in of his big league career. Steven Matz, this is some bad news. He has to come out after 4 pitches, and he's replaced by Angel Rondon. And Rondon carved, but more on him in just a second, because Harrison Bader singles in Edmundo Sosa and Tommy Edman. He's my hero. It says that he's 5'10", but I'm seeing more 5'9", and I would say that he's a proud member of the Short Kings Club. That's 2 RBIs, and then rookie Donovan makes it 7-0 on a double of his own. Oh my God, they're not done yet. It ends up 11-0 by the time the 4th inning comes to an end. Pujols comes in as a pinch hitter, and he smokes his 682nd home run of his career. That one goes 425 feet for the machine. The guy who filled in for Steven Matz, Angel Rondon, he was amazing. 5 shutout innings, only 1 base hit allowed. I just wanted to give him a quick little shout out because now we have to get back to the offense. As you can see, this was an ish show for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sosa doubles and Gorman, Harrison Bader along with Albert Pujols both go yard. Pujols is now sitting at a almost 130 OPS plus and is just 17 home runs away from 700. I hope that he gets the job done. And then some madness happened. Yadi comes into pitch. He gives up 4 runs, 2 of them to Jack Sawinski, who gets a free 2-run bomb, and the Cardinals win 18-4. Another blowout. We have the Padres versus the Giants. I kind of told myself that going into the series, if the Padres can win this series, I will put even more respect on their name, and they did not disappoint. I wish that Will Myers was on my team, though. He is so good. Jake Cronenworth makes it 3-0 between the 2nd and the 4th, and staying with the 4th, Machado doubles in 2, and so does Will Myers. Now, real quick, Machado had 4 extra base hits in this game. He has a 3.1 WAR and a 214 OPS plus. He has all but locked himself up to be a future Hall of Famer, along with the guy that was on the team that we just talked about, the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt and Manny Machado, in my opinion, along with Nolan Arenado. They're all going to be in the Hall of Fame. There's another RBI extra base hit as Profar pelts a double, and Mackenzie Gore appreciated the efforts by throwing 6 easy innings with 6 punch outs. Ha-Seong Kim knocks in another one, and the San Diego Padres sweep the Giants, and they improve to 27-14 with a plus 29 run differential. The Reds and the Jays, like I mentioned earlier, it was a nightmare first inning for the Jays because you say walk the bases loaded, and Aristides Aquino said thank you very much, but Toronto was not going to go down easy. That's an RBI single from Matt Chapman, and Bo Bichette grounds out to tie it up. Edwin's brother, Edwin Diaz, Alexis Diaz, he strikes out 3 in 2 shutout innings of relief. So that means that Joey Votto is going to have a chance to hit a go-ahead home run in the 8th, and he does it in his home country. His family was in attendance, and Adam Warren does not implode. He converts his 2nd save of the year as the Reds beat the Jays 3-2. We have another close game. Sandy Alcantara was putting Miami on his back yesterday. Just unfortunately, he got MLB The Showed in real life in the 5th inning as Dansby Swanson bloops one for an RBI single. Miami wanted to show up for their pitcher, though. PA, Brian Anderson singles to make it 2-1, and then Jacob Stallings knocks in 1 more, and thank God for Avisail Garcia. He got this sac fly. I need Sandy to get this W, and he needed all 4 of these runs because Jesus Aguilar drops a Travis d'Arnaud pop-up in foul territory. So Travis ends up doubling instead, and Albies clutches up to bring in Travis. Albies ends up scoring on a Dansby Swanson ground out, so it's 4-3, but luckily for Miami fans and Sandy Alcantara, he gets it done. That is a complete game. He didn't allow a single earned run. Yes, 3 runs scored, but none of them were earned. He had 7 strikeouts, and he just does not get tired. So shout out to Sandy Alcantara. Why does Miguel Cabrera always have to hurt me? He has destroyed Cleveland for his entire career. That is another RBI against us. Daz Cameron had a big game. He showed up with the bat in this AB, and then more on him in just a second because Naylor belts his 6th home run. He has 23 RBIs and a 204 OPS plus. Okay, Naylor, I see you. Ahmed Rosario finally gets his first bomb of... No, he didn't. Just kidding. Daz Cameron, I almost said Dad Cameron because he made his dad proud. His dad is Mike Cameron. He made catches like that all day long. Shades of Mike Cameron with that one. The Tigers get one more in the 5th for Alex Faedo, and then Javi Baez looking to break out after this Oppo Taco. You have Gregory Soto coming in and notching his 7th save, and good for the Tigers. They have been decimated by injury, so I don't mind them getting a W even against my team. Another close game. This one was a one-run ball game. If you're a Kansas City fan, I salute you and I stand with you in solidarity because this was one of the biggest choke jobs of the year. They go up 6-0 with Brady Singer on the bump. Brady was and has been electric since returning from injury. 7 shutout innings. He has a 1.83 ERA in about 19 innings. And as the Joker once said, here we go. Jorge Polanco and Max Kepler cut into the lead, and then Gary Sanchez lifts a sac fly to make it 6-3. Kyle Garlick adds to the madness with a 2-run placata, so it's now 6-5, and the Twins come out of the 8th still down by 1, and that's quickly fixed by the second sac fly from Gary Sanchez, and then the former Yankees complete the comeback. Gary had that sac fly, and then Urshela, he singles to center field to give the Twins a 7-6 lead, and then Duran dominates the bottom of the 9th. He strikes out 2 as the Twins make an epic comeback to stun Kansas City fans. The Astros and the Rangers, Jose Altuve will not stop hitting home runs. That's 9 on the year and 40 over his last 170-ish games. Bregman extends the lead on a double to score Jose. And my goodness, Yordan Alvarez, is he becoming a reliable defender? Well, not really. He still has -2 outs above average, but that was a fine catch right there. Alvarez and Gurriel both doubled to deep center, and the Astros are proving that they do not have to hit home runs to score a bunch of runs. They're 5th in doubles. Jose Urquidy almost went 7 innings. He struck out a career-high 10, only allowed 1 run. Jeremy Pena adds to his insane rookie season. He has a 2.2 WAR and a 149 OPS+. Both of those are elite numbers, and Presley now has 6 saves. The Astros are approaching 30 wins at 27-15. Now, if we're going to talk about the Astros, we got to talk about the Angels. Ohtani's son hit one to the sun. That was 443 feet. Trout and Marsh both single and a few more for Patrick Sandoval, and he shoved, but more on Patrick in just a moment because we have to talk about the fish who has turned into a GOAT. Mike Trout is hitting .323 with 12 home runs, 12 doubles, a 229 OPS+, and a 2.9 WAR. He is on pace to just barely beat Aaron Judge for yet another MVP award. Now, speaking of awards, Patrick Sandoval is in the thick of things for the conversation to win AL Cy Young. He has a 1.79 ERA and a 2.55 FIP in 40 innings, so he's competing with JV and a bunch of other starters in the AL. Fast forward to the 9th where Iggy Raisel Iglesias turns the A's into pudding or something. He strikes out the side on 12 pitches, and the Angels are 26-17, just 2 games back of the Brewers. The Nationals win easy. Lane Thomas grabbed an RBI on a double in the 2nd, and Nelson Cruz singles home Cesar in the 3rd. Lane smacks another RBI double, and watch this. The Nationals get 2 different runs on 2 bunt singles. I can safely say I haven't seen something like that in over a decade. Like, bunts just don't happen anymore. We know that. Washington does the rest of their damage on a Keibert Ruiz 2-bagger, and Juan Soto drives in 2 more for himself. A weird season for Soto, 8 home runs, a 147 OPS+, with just 13 RBIs. That's essentially why he is bulletproof. He's hitting .243, but he somehow has 8 home runs and 33 walks to 26 strikeouts. So he is just an on-base god. Raise your hand if you had heard the name TJ Higgins before yesterday's Cubs D-backs game. I am not raising my hand, but he clears the bases on a triple, and that's why we love baseball so much. On any given day, anyone can be the hero. But the theme of today has pretty much been blowing leads, and that's exactly what happens to Wade Miley and the Chicago Cubs. So now Chicago is losing after 7 innings. Gonna need some knowledge. Yes, the Cubs are going to need some knowledge as Patrick drops his wisdom on this pitch. Frank Schwindel, aka Frank the Tank, barely gets this one to leave. They fight back to reclaim the lead, and Zach Thompson finishes it in the 9th to pick up a W. And last but not least, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Brandon Nimmo is going to get a fat bag this offseason. He has a .397 on base percentage. Let's just round up to it. He has a .400 on base percentage and a 140 OPS plus since 2018, which are both top 5 for all of center fielders since then. Lindor singles to left after Grichuk botched it, so Nimmo got to 3rd and then scored on that single. Lindor then scores on a Pete Alonso ground out. But that first run from Lindor was all that they really needed yesterday because Taijuan Walker was twirling a gem, and then he got some help from Luis Guillorme in the bottom of the 7th to close out his brilliant 6 strikeout, 7 inning shutout. You have Edwin Diaz, the brother of Alexis, striking out 2. He now has 10 saves and a whopping 17 strikeouts per 9. So that is going to do it for today's recap. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Now, real quick, I want to give some love to people who gave super thanks in yesterday's today's recap, we have Sam Russell. My guy Carter thinks the Astros are going to win the AL pennant. And last but not least, we got some extra love from Matthew from San Diego. I just want to say thank you all so much for your support. We're on the road to 400,000 subs. So if you learned something new today, leave a like, hit that subscribe. And to end today's recap, let's roll the web gems.
Runner goes, and the ball's hit to center. Pache going back. Pache near the wall. Pache caught it!
Pache tracking, elevate, bring it on back.
2-2, line shot, third base, caught by Moncada.
Lifted toward the line and left. Rosarena still on the run. He gets there. Line drive into left, and it's going to be caught. Oh, what a grab.
One up, smash to short. Jimenez with a fine play. And Grossman.
Runner caught in between. Garcia fires down to second. Great glove by Reynolds, and he tags him out.